Hi traders, and welcome to today's ACY Securities Forex Market Analysis. My name is Duncan Cooper and I will be your host. Today we'll be focusing on the dollar index and the pound to the US dollar. So first we'll look at the news items coming out for the week, and then we'll have a look at the charts. Hi traders, just at forexfactory.com. Now today I'm going to be reviewing the pound to the US dollar. So I just want to know what is coming out for the week that could affect that pair. So getting into today, I'm not seeing anything. And the big one for the week, just moving along here into Thursday morning my time, so these times are Queensland time. We've got 5 o'clock in the morning the US FOMC statement, the federal funds rate, and the FOMC press conference. So that's the interest rate decision for the US coming out 5 o'clock in the morning my time Thursday. That's the big one for the week. And then getting into later into Thursday my time, 11:30 p.m. on the evening, we've got the US advanced GDP. And then getting to Friday, 11:30 p.m. again, we've got the US core PCE price index coming out. So really 3 items there. The big one is on Thursday morning, my time, 5 o'clock in the morning, the US FOMC statement. Okay, so that's what's coming out. Those items could affect the pound dollar. So let's get to the charts. First up, just going to have a look at the dollar index. I'll just click to that one. And overall, monthly chart has been having a month down. It's holding at this monthly resistance level here at 95.95, and it's moved down this month and getting support at this old level of resistance at 94.54. Trend is up, just having a month down. To the weekly, a slight downtrend here on the weekly. There's a bit of a lower top there, but what I have noticed, if you draw a fib in from this low up to the final high, we've had a 62% retracement of that move up just there. So maybe this is just corrective to that point. It's getting support on that monthly level of support, and this could be where the market gets support to move up and through. Time will tell over the next month. So as I said on the monthly chart, we've had a month down, but that month now is positive. Is that just going to be leading to a further month up next month? So the weekly, it needs to move above this level of monthly resistance, but it's getting support on monthly support. So is it going to just be bound now by monthly support, monthly resistance, or are we going to see a further move up and through? Let's go to the daily. Day structure actually is still down. We've come to a lower bottom. We're rolling back up to that monthly level of resistance as just discussed. So the big question is, are we going to see further US dollar strength? Can we move above monthly resistance? That's the question. If we do move above there, then of course pairs to the US dollar are going to be negative. If we move down, pairs to the US dollar are going to be positive. I can see we've got a MACD cross up, so everything is kind of maybe leading towards the idea that we might be seeing further move up, especially when I just move back to that weekly. I put that fib in there. That looks very positive in terms of pulling back to monthly support, 62% retracement. I would probably expect that maybe that leg up there will probably get copied up this way. So we might see a move up to the 127 extension of that fib range when we're looking at the weekly chart. All right, so time will tell if US dollar strength can maintain itself and move above monthly resistance. So just bear in mind the position of the dollar index as you're looking at your pairs to trade against the US dollar. Now we have been seeing positivity to the US dollar at the latter end of the month, and that's been showing weakness to the pound US dollar. So let's move to that chart. There we go. I'm going to start on the weekly chart. And let's review this only a couple of weeks ago, and I was expecting maybe this area of resistance that I got drawn in at the moment, 135.71 and 136.02. So I'm using these lows here, 135.71, 136.02. Now I last reviewed it just here when we were holding there, but then we did move through. So we've moved through, but then we've really false broke the area and we moved back below. And I'm expecting this is a lower top forming. We've got 3 lower tops here, moving down to lower bottoms. This is still a lower bottom, moving up to potentially forming a further lower top I'm just anticipating now this is going to move down now that it's moved back below that weekly resistance area. So I just want to put in weekly support down here. That's at 131.68. There we go. This line down here at the moment is miles away, so we can just take that one off. So at the moment we're moving back below weekly resistance, and my long-term target at the moment, if this decline continues, is to target down here at weekly support at 131.68. Alright, I know the MACD's crossed up, but that's just reacting to price action moving up. I'm anticipating if this moves down, this will just follow suit. Okay, so in terms of pure price action, as you can see, lower top, lower top, lower top. I'm expecting this to be a further lower top, price to come down and challenge the last lower bottom. Okay, to the daily, already seeing a downtrend forming on the daily. Now when we came up to here, just to show you how support and resistance works, this area here, 137.35, that's daily resistance. That level held the market, putting a nice shooting star up at that level as well. Drawing a fib across that whole weekly range, you'll see that we came up. We did go through the 79% level for a while, but that area plus daily resistance held the market. And then I'm just going to take that off so the chart's cleaner. We've moved down to a bottom, had a bounce on weekly resistance support at 35.71. Put in a lower top, and then we've broken through the area. So I'm anticipating now that 135.71 to 136.02 will be a resistance area on any rally. MACD's crossed down, confirming the trend. So day chart trend is clearly down. I'm just expecting a continuation of that trend over the course of the next few weeks, or even a month, next month down, all the way down to 131.68. That's my long-term target. So what I'm looking for is some kind of price rally back up to that resistance area. So just going to move, in fact I'm just going to draw a fib in first of all. From that high down to low, I'll just keep dragging that down if we keep moving down. In fact, just before I keep that on the chart, let me just backpedal a little bit, put in some support and resistance on this time frame as well. We've just moved through this area. So daily support, if we keep moving down, next level is here at 134.30. So expect a bit of a bounce down there. If we get down there before we have a rally, 134.30. Any daily resistance would be here at the moment. That's at 135.98. As you know, I always like to put in the exact numbers, 135.98. Bit on top of the weekly one, but there we go. Alright, now I'll put that fib back in. So I'm looking for price to rally, and then I can have an opportunity to sell for the next move down. I'm going to move to the 4-hour chart. Just going to try and adjust that to the low. There we go. Alright, so ideally what I'd like to see, let me get my drawing tool, is price to rally back up to 135.71 and just hold there. What I can see is just above there, the 62% retracement level is at 135.76. So I've got a confluence of resistance there. So if we can come up to that level, 135.71, or even into the 62% level, price then holds, starts to reverse back down. I'm going to drop down to a lower time frame, look for an opportunity to sell, get back in line with that day chart downtrend. So ideally moving to that level, and then I start to see an intraday move down, and then I'm going to jump on board, and then hopefully price will turn around and move down for the longer term. Okay, my long-term target over the next month would be 131.68 weekly support. Okay. All right, traders, that's my analysis for today. Have a great trading week. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Want a real opportunity to improve your trading? Join Duncan Cooper in his free 15-part webinar series designed to help you improve all areas of your trading. The upcoming webinars for this week, 25th of January, how to draw trend lines and identify change in trend. During this webinar, you will learn how to draw support and resistance trend lines and determine the immediate trend on any time frame. Duncan will finish with a trend line exercise to cement your learning. 26th of January, Forex trading, live market analysis. During this webinar, Duncan will review 12 currency pairs, determine the key support and resistance trading levels for the week ahead, discuss his favorite risk to reward trading opportunities, and answer your trading questions. 27th of January, using pivot points to identify key intraday support and resistance levels. During this webinar, you will learn how to use pivot points as intraday support and resistance levels and determine the support and resistance buy and sell zones for the trading day, finishing with a simple trading strategy. Register at the link below.